some poems here today, and none of these are super happy. They're kind of failed relationship-y. The first poem is called Sometimes I Am More Robot Than Man, and that kind of went with the two poems that bookended my Spirit Animals chapbook. However, this one is not really all that funny. So, here it is. I don't love you like I'm supposed to, I told her. My kisses, my flirt, are careful, calculated. My heart has never been broken. I control it, slow it down, and listen as it skips. My body. Has it ever been my body? Are these things not for others? I run on customer service software, optimism and enthusiasm, believe I can always send the right messages, happy messages. I love all people like it's instinct, but it's hard drive. Why am I gendered? Mom and Dad yell and scream at each other every morning before we open the restaurant. Dad slams counters, pots and pans, my inner parts clank and reverberate, but I continue to work. Mom cusses, threatens with knives, and won't let go. Her words are sharper than the slicer blade that seared through Dad's thumb like butter. I know they love each other. I hook up with women to make them happy. Attraction grows as our history builds. I know what my body is supposed to do. I touch her, make her colors flush, and drink bottles and bottles of booze to keep my fucking mouth shut, become more human for a short moment. This is love. This isn't love. I should let this happen. I should stop this. Am I trying to prove that I actually can love? I know that I'm supposed to love one woman. I know that if she loves me, she'll hate me. I know that magnetism is not love. I am sucked in by those who push me away. I push away those who pull me into them. Someone, please, rewrite my programming. And this next poem is called Real, Unreal. And again, I'm just kind of playing with two totally separate concepts that really aren't that separate. I couldn't believe she stood at the bar alone. She smiled at me. The finger popped to my brain bubble to make me focus. My mouth numbed, the alcohol, my words. A tattoo conversation turned to talk about our favorite comic book alien who wore weighted clothes to train for battle. I don't care what color her eyes are, because I got lost in her lips. Her words. I was wrong to think I'd itch from the ivy under the grass on the hill by the monastery. I began to feel temperature, brand new, the star-lighted darkness. Was that why it all felt unreal? My hands on her waist, the cycles of the moon. She jerked at the collar of my shirt to steady herself walking home. We crossed the street, and I was bigger than any car or SUV. No thing would do her harm. I tilted back a green glass of water, a steady tide to wash out my mind, for when the moon would be gone. Why did I believe that any of this meant anything to her? It was just a fun night meeting her, and nothing else. My feet are glued to the ground, and I recycle my routines. Even my mind fights me from trying to get back to that space with her. I can't hope for her anymore. I tell myself it wasn't real. It wasn't real. And then this last poem is called My Firefly. The moon with its neon jaundice cries out, "You are the tiny light that makes sense in a world clouded by thick smog. Fading in, fading out, I search for you. Fading in, fading out, I catch a glimpse of you illuminating the gloomy night sky. I am but another mass in the cosmos. You are a moving lighthouse, sending strobes of strength to weary travelers lost at sea, but then you become as distant as a star. You are infinite, like the air outside, and whimsical, blowing me off or surfing the wind until you catch an updrift. In my hands, what have I to offer you? I'll coast through the years, remembering remnants of your spark. I can't help but notice your fire and beauty. I sit in the uneven grass, following with confused eyes, hoping not to lose sight, all the way till morning. The dew simmers flames of passions, because you've left with the night, and I'm just